Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful, I guess it's Monday for you, it's Saturday for me, but I hope you're having a beautiful day, a great start to your week. Today is a big day. We've got all three elements of the triathlon today. We are starting off with a brick session. So we've got a 15-kilometer bike ride, followed by a 3-kilometer run. The bike is going to be held at, or aiming to be held at 25 kilometers per hour, and then the run itself I'm hoping to do in a little under 6 minutes per kilometer. So we'll see how this goes, and then later today we've just got an easy swim, but should be a pretty intense day. And I just sat down on the bike seat and my ass is killing me, so this should be pretty fun. I guess that's what you get for doing a brick session the day after your longest ride to date. So let's go and get it. So we're going to use the aquatic center as our base today. So we're going to start and stop our ride. We're going to go from here, do a full loop of Stanley Park and back. I think it's just under 15 kilometers, but hopefully should be aiming to get that done in about 35 minutes. And then I'll be able to lock up the bike here and then do my known 1 kilometer section 3 times. So seems like a good place to do it, and I'm just going to start the Strava now and we'll get off. Just got down to Stanley Park. My legs feel super tired from yesterday. My quads feel like they've got very little power. Hamstrings already feel a bit tight. I'm hoping that as I get going they warm up and loosen up a bit, but I'm not certain. We'll see. It's all good. It's not like a crazy output, so I'll just try my best as per usual. And it's a beautiful day to be out, so just got to be thankful for that, right? I get to be outside making these videos for you. About halfway up the big hill. Fuck. Oh my god, I feel like I'm dying. I'm going so slow. I bet my heart rate's like 170, 180. It's okay, it gets easier after this. Alright, just made it over the crest at Prospect Point. I fucking hate that hill. During the Vancouver Triathlon, we're going to have to do that 3 or 4 times. But, so best get used to it, huh? Anyway, I got a little climb coming up, so I'm putting you away. Just finishing the loop, Stanley Park now. Just have to head back down the waterfront and get back to the aquatic center, try and get a quick transition for the run. Okay, that's transition done. Oh, my legs do feel a bit ropey, and I could not get my helmet strapped, so it's in the backpack. Anyway, on to 3x1. Let's go. Just at the 2 kilometer turnaround. There we go, right there. Oh, the first K was brutal. The whole time just trying to get the legs working, and second one wasn't much better if I'm honest, but slowed the pace a little just to keep running. There was a moment there where I wanted to walk, but slowed the pace down a bit, kept trucking.
I will check back in when I finish, because I need to pay attention. I'm finding this hard. Just coming up on the final kilometre. About 50 more meters. Okay, I'm going to stop the Strava. Okay. I'll tell you one thing, I really wish I remembered my sunglasses. That was bright, but... So, that is completion of the first proper brick session. And that felt a bit tougher than I expected it to. But looks like we got about 14.5 kilometers on the bike. Did that in 36 minutes, so I think it was averaging somewhere close to about 23.5 kilometers an hour, so a little bit under what we were hoping for. And then hopped off, did transition in about 2:20, somewhere there. Luckily I recorded the whole thing, so I actually have the timing for that as well. And then hopped off and got into the 3 kilometer run. Strava didn't pick up the run, so I'll add it manually because I left it on the bike setting, and I guess I wasn't going fast enough for it to register. So I checked the timing of when I started my first recording just as we started running, and it looks like we got that run done in 18 minutes. I don't have the seconds or anything, so we'll call that the 6 kilometers per hour, 6 minutes per kilometer that we were hoping for. So I'd say all in all, that was a pretty good first break session. Got to acknowledge as well that we had that close to 1.5 kilometer uphill, so that was bound to bring down our average speed. But I guess by the same logic, we had the downhill as well, which would massively bring it up. So I feel great about that. Very happy. I'm just going to walk back to the aquatic center now. I have a 1 kilometer kind of trek looped out, but it's like one way for when I do my interval runs. And because it was an odd number, I ended up on the far side rather than the close side. And I didn't want to chance not knowing exactly how far 1.5 kilometers was, so I just did it 3 times. But I think the walk will be good to stretch out the legs, and yeah, I'm really happy. I feel really good. I've done a couple of like impromptu brick sessions on after I hop off the bike at the gym, and then I hop on the treadmill and just do a 1 mile run. But that was, usually I feel fine, but that one, my legs really felt like jelly for the first kilometer. So that was the first proper experience of that. I will say as well, I'm going to acknowledge the fact that I did do my longest cycle to date yesterday. It was an easy cycle, but I really did feel it in the old booty and in the quads when I got going. I just felt a bit depleted. Did have my eggs and sourdough that we made for breakfast this morning, but I think next time, I think it might be about time we're getting into the distance that I invest in like some gels or maybe some carbs in the water, just so I have a little bit extra to push through, because I just felt a bit depleted. Anyway, we've got I'm gonna go home now and have some lunch. I think it's probably about 1:30ish, and then it'll be time for a swim pretty much. So it's gonna be it's a big day today.
All right, back home, and the sweat has started pouring into me, pouring out of me even, and my partner's made me a nice drink, cucumber and lemon water, which is awesome, and we're gonna refuel with some pasta salad. So I'm gonna smash this down, enjoy. just chill out for a minute, and then I'm going to get ready for our swim. 2-kilometer easy swim today and this afternoon, so try and get a bit of recovery and refueling done as soon as I can. Alright, so we are on our way swimming for the final activity of the week, 2K easy swim, and I am feeling exhausted now. I think the 2 days of hard training have really caught up to me at this point. I'm going to try and take this swim just nice and steady, nothing crazy. Probably try and swim it in like 2:15s to 2:30s per 100. But I'm feeling very tired. The legs are really at me. My lower back starting to get a bit more tight. Probably the DOMs from those deadlifts, but yeah, I'm excited for my weekend to start tomorrow and just get some real rest in. But I'm gonna go out, smash this, and I'll probably sit in the hot tub for a little bit as well as a treat. That's hard. Okay, that is the swim complete. That felt both good, easy, and incredibly hard, as per usual. Man, it feels great to be done for the week though. That was an epic week's worth of training, and I'm feeling thoroughly exhausted, which is a good sign. That's the end of the second week of hard training in this block. So one more week similar to that with a slightly elevated intensity again, followed lastly by a recovery week. So feeling good. I'm going to make sure to get a really good amount of rest tomorrow and just fully chill out. But I did want to say, so I did that kind of in and around where I expected to be honest. That was a first 500 I did in 2:02 per 100. The second 500 the same, did it in 2:02 per 100, and then started to drop off a bit. So the third 500 I did it in, I think it was about 2:12, maybe 2:10, 2:12, somewhere in there. And the last one really slowed down to 2:40 pretty much, I think. 2:40? Yeah, that sounds right. And just kind of, the last one was actually a real struggle because I needed a pee. I knew I needed it before I started the 500, and then I was like, nah, I'll be okay. It made it a lot harder. I should have just got out and gone, but you know, and you're just trying to get things finished before, and then it would have been better off just dealing with it. But such is life, we got it done. Spent about 10 minutes in the hot tub, which is awesome. Blasted my quads a little bit just to see if they can get some recovery in, and I'll use the massage gun on it a bit later. But all in all, feel great. So now I'm just going to go and get myself a treat for doing a great job this week. I'm really hitting all my goals mostly, and I'm undecided between an English chocolate bar, because there's a shop just down the road from me that does like an English style chocolate bar, or I could go and get another Basque cheesecake, which was insane. I mean, I've already made up my mind, haven't I? I'm gonna go get cheesecake. So I guess I'll go and do that. I'll share it with my partner. I'll get her own. And yeah, it's been great. Thanks for sticking with me for the week. I really appreciate it. As always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow.